Peace and blessings to all that are subscribed to my channel, all that are watching, and all that choose to partake in this live YouTube video. My name is Lord Supreme, Wise Mind of Law. I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. In our supreme alphabet, or in our language, that's Born Power Truth Seed Truth, or Builder's Paradise. All right. I wanted to take this time and moment briefly to enlighten a lot of brothers and sisters in regards to teaching the 85%. Now, I know a lot of brothers might be asking, yo, well, what is the 85% or who's the 85%? All right. The 85% are the people that do not have the proper knowledge of themselves, who are in the wilderness of North America, blind, deaf, and dumb, and are in a state of confusion, turmoil, and turbulence in regards to life situations and circumstances. So when I say teaching the 85%, I'm basically telling you teaching the blind, deaf, and dumb, those who don't know what's going on around the world, and those who might think they know but don't really have a clue. All right? When it comes down to you teaching the 85%, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into today's math, so that way you can have a better understanding of what I mean when it comes to teaching the 85%. All right? Now, today's mathematics is wisdom, understanding. All right, which brings forth power. Now, wisdom is it's not just wise words, ways, and actions. Wisdom also is indicative of experience. Wisdom is also value and substance. In other words, when you are speaking on a certain subject, or when you are adding on in regards to a subject at hand, and you're talking to the 85% or those who do not know what you are building on, you have to be able to speak with clarity. That means that you have to speak in a way where it's concise, to the point, and very accurate. And also, you have to be able to speak to the eye level of the 85% where they understand everything that you're saying, and there's nothing that is confusing, misconstrued, or the message is not being brought forth properly. Also, when you're dealing with power, you're dealing with a force. You're dealing with strength, and you're dealing with energy, all right? So the force that we use in order for us to help the 85% understand is the truth. We make all things in life tangible. What we use is life analogies and prime examples or life examples to help the 85% understand what we're saying in the language that we speak. All right? And our supreme alphabet is wisdom, the 23rd letter. All right? Now, when you come across wisdom, supreme alphabet is a language. So when you use wisdom, you have to be what? They say wise. So how are you wise? You have to be able to assess, evaluate, study, and learn everything that you need to learn in order for you to be able to properly deliver a message to the 85% with clarity and understanding. And understanding is being able to see things for what they really are, not what they appear to be. So power is the truth. So if you see the power in what somebody's saying, and they're expressing it to the clearest of their ability or the best of their ability, then that truth will resonate in your mind. If that truth does not resonate in your mind, that means that the delivery and the approach was a little awkward, all right? So what I mean when I say what I say is, you have to be able to come correct. You have to be able to understand the cipher that you're in and the people that you're dealing with. You can't just speak as if you're speaking to an audience that knows everything that you're talking about, because you're not going to get your message across, okay? Teaching the 85% is not a task that's somewhat easy, okay? You have to be able to be patient, you have to be considerate, and you have to be empathetic to their set situation and circumstance, because you don't know what their mind state is, you don't know what's going on with them, you don't know what emotions or situations that an 85er is going through. So the best route or the best method is to be able to see where they are in their life. You have to be able to be eye to eye with them, because there was a point in time when a person like myself that didn't have knowledge of self had to humble itself to learn something new in regards to what? Understanding who I am. So when you're using wisdom, you have to be able to speak with substance and volume. And volume means with great, you have to speak with a high intensity of understanding. In other words, you have to speak from a point where it's the 85% can perceive it in their mind and also see it as a direct result. You know what I'm saying? Because understanding it means to grasp the concept, or it means to hold on to the concept of what's being brought into fruition or into life through what? The medium of wisdom. So wisdom is also a medium that we use. Wisdom is the vehicle that knowledge uses in order for him to get to what? Understanding. So today is wisdom understanding. So you have to show and prove that what you're speaking about is the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't just lay this on a plate of an 85er and expect for them to know everything once you start explaining your understanding or start explaining your point. Because at the end of the day, the 85 is going to always ask questions in regards to who's who, what's what, why is this, where is this, why does this say this, what is this about? You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to be patient. The key factor in teaching the 85% is patience. You have to be very patient with the 85 because at the end of the day, they don't know what you know. They don't understand what you understand. They don't see what you see because of the clouds of deception that's been brought in front of their eyes for them to see other than. This is why some of the 85% are what? Other than themselves. So when they're other than themselves, they don't know who themselves. There's a lesson in our 1 to 36 that says, yes, that make them other than themselves. What makes them other than themselves? Them being force-fed religion, them being forced to learn things that they don't need to learn that's not applicable and doesn't hold substance in their life, things that are irrelevant or non-pertinent to their way of living or to their growth and development as a human being. And the simple fact that you have to see where they're coming from as well, because there was a point in time where you wanted somebody to hear what you had to say and you wanted them to see where you're coming from. So when you're speaking, you have to speak with clarity too. But also, you have to be able to speak with confidence and conviction. That is the key thing. In order for the 85er to feel what you're saying or to see what you're saying, you have to speak with conviction and all authoritative. You have to speak with authority. In other words, not like, oh, this is what it is. No. Speaking in a way where it can reach them. It could resonate in their minds and they can understand it fully. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, the duty of a civilized person is to teach he who established civilization. Righteousness, the knowledge of himself, science, everything in life, love, peace, and happiness. So when you're teaching those principles, you have to know the type of measurements or the proper steps to take in order for you to teach the 85%. You just don't go to any other 85% and be like, oh, you know that the black man's God. They're going to look at you like, what? You go to the 85% and you teach them the science of everything in life, not just about why the black man is God. I mean, that's one of our focal principles in the knowledge of ourselves. When we're on this journey, constantly striving to learn who we are and what we're about and our relationship to the universe and our universe relationship to us. That is a key factor. So, like I said, to all brothers that are on this journey of knowledge of self or have knowledge of self, find different methods and find different ways of teaching the 85% so that we can see what you're saying and they can see the truth in what you're saying. That is a key factor. All right? I just wanted to be with you guys briefly, in regards to that. If you have any questions, concerns, or anything, any comments, please leave them below. I'll be glad to answer any question that you may have. If you're looking to seek knowledge yourself, same thing. Leave your comments, leave your questions, leave your statements, whatever it may be. Also, add on properly and let me know how you see this video. And if there's anything that sparked your interest, please feel free to hit me on my comment box, leave it on the inbox, and we can go from there. All right? Peace and love, 5% nation. Peace to all kings and kingdoms of the planet Earth. Lord,